Hello, Nicolas, and dear spectators, let me introduce Nicolas Ramsundaru from Trinidad and Tobago, who is a participant of this tournament, Riga Open 2023, which meanwhile is a World Cup stage here in Riga. Nicolas, is it your first time in Riga?
Yes, it's my first time here in Riga.
It's your first time, and actually, what has motivated you to come for this World Cup stage? Because your country is rather distant from Latvia and Riga, so you must put some effort in making this happen. So, what has motivated you?
In the Caribbean, we are from the Caribbean and the Pan American region. And to be a good player, you have to come out and play in the European tournaments. And I love to travel, so I said, well, this year I wanted to participate in 3 international tournaments. So I was in Salau last month, and I said, Latvia is different, something different. I would like to come and participate in this tournament. And so far, it's really nice. From what I see so far.
It's great to hear that you are satisfied and happy with the tournament environment and the environment in the city. I hope you have experienced also to walk around or travel a bit around into the old city or maybe some other places, tourist attractions. So was it the case?
Yes, of course. As I said, I love to travel. So obviously I would be visiting all the different sites, the monuments. I even visited Old Town during the starting of the festival, right? And it was amazing to see because I'm a musician myself, so I know the dedication and the hard work that the musicians put out to be there. So I thought it was fantastic. It was amazing to see.
Thank you. And actually, how did you start to play drafts? And is the draft sport popular in Trinidad and Tobago? Are many people playing it?
Okay, so in draft it's not so popular, but we do have we are a very small country. We are only 1.4 million people, but we have maybe like 2,000 to 3,000 players, but not professionally. They play the game on the streets, on the little parlors and the shops. So, but I started because of my father. He was in the National Association of Trinidad and Tobago. So obviously, we as kids, with my brothers and sisters, we had to learn the game. We had to learn the game and play. So, and then Trinidad and Tobago was tasked with hosting the second Pan American Junior Championship in the year 2000. So we had to work with a coach now, and we work with a master, Federation Master, Mr. Anthony Acqui, and he prepared us to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Pan Am Games. So basically that's how we started, and I started my career in drafts competitively.
And perhaps tell us a bit more about Trinidad and Tobago. What are the most popular kinds of sports which are most developed and let's say most of the people either playing or doing?
Yes, well, in Trinidad, the most popular sport would be football, right? We are English-speaking country, so we look at football, cricket, and other types of sports, tennis. We do everything, but drafts is. Everybody kind of know it. We are also a part of. We have drafts in school. I am the youth program director in the National Association and also the youth director in the Pan American Federation for the Caribbean and the Americas. So it's my job to ensure that we have it, especially with the youths, training, classes and everything like that.
Okay, that was the question which I was supposed to ask you next. Actually, whether you are, let's say, doing this drafts playing and drafts activities as a professional, so you are paid for that as a coach or as a administrator and things like that. So it seems.
Well, my love for the game takes me here because I do it on my own. I love that I can share the game, go outside the experience. I've played in a lot of tournaments in Thailand as well too, the Thailand Open, a lot of tournaments since I was young. Since I was 13 years, I was representing Trinidad. So I had the opportunity. So I wanted to make sure that I could share that knowledge with other youths in my community in Trinidad and Tobago on a whole. And so that's a passion that I have. It's not really that we are paid to do it. Yes, the association and the Trinidad and Tobago government do give something, towards players, but I mostly do it because of the love for the game.
Yes, thanks. And what are your top achievements so far? Perhaps you are proud of, and maybe you can add if you were coaching also your pupils, maybe some achievement of them you are proud of.
Yes, well, one of the highlights that I had was becoming national champion in 2014 in my country, and that was a really proud moment for me in drafts because I took probably like about a 5-year break from draft, and I was studying different things, business, music, and so when I started playing in national championship, and I started becoming regularly in the top 3 and things. So those are good highlights for me. Then in last year, I became, a candidate for a master title in the Curacao Open. Did pretty well there. And in this tournament so far, my first game was a draw against Grandmaster Alex Domzev. I think that's the highlight for me so far in my career.
Okay, thank you so much. And how actually you prepare yourself for the tournaments? How you do training for yourself? You are training children, young pupils, yes. but how you prepare yourself for tournaments?
Well, yeah. So recently I started working with Mr. Alexander Schwartzman, former world champion, 5 times world champion, and he has really given me a lot of encouragement. He has shown me a lot of things that I didn't know before. So now, I feel better able to be competing especially in European tournaments.
Okay, so I guess it's fruitful competition, cooperation, because yes. Alexander Schwarzman, we know, he's a very strong player, many times world champion, and plays even 3 modes of drafts, Brazilian, Russian mode, and international mode, so he's very experienced and sophisticated player. And there will be World Championship, both for men and women in Curacao, which is quite close to you,
very
your
close.
region. And how do you see, will it make drafts more popular in Caribbean region? And also, what are your prognosis? Who will be the medalists and winners of the World Championship? Who are your favorites?
Well, yes, it's very close to Trinidad. I will also be going to the World Championship, but we will be playing. There's an open tournament, the Curacao Open tournament, playing alongside the World Championship. So we get the opportunity to witness the World Championship for the first time, and that's a big achievement, I think, for the Pan American region. I think we had it back in 1988 in Suriname, right? So now that we're having it again, I think definitely it will help improve, especially in the Caribbean, uplift the game itself.